lovely and darling viewers, it's Jen here at Check Her Joy. Today I am reviewing Conventionally Yours by Annabeth Albert. I listened to the audiobook for this, which is narrated by Kurt Graves and Joel Frumpkin. So this is a new adult LGBT romance with two male leads, Conrad and Alden. They first know each other from this gaming group where they played this one card game called Odyssey. And they are very competitive with it, and they're part of this LGBT group, so everyone who's playing with them fits somewhere in that spectrum. And they also are part of this YouTube channel. So one of the players in this group goes by the tag Gamer Grandpa. He's one of the teachers at the college that they're nearby. He's a mathematics professor, and his YouTube channel is like breaking down the strategy and explaining the game, and he demonstrates it through the games that they've been playing as a group. So Conrad, Alden, and the rest of this group are all these big name fans. Everybody in the fandom knows them. Everybody who's obsessed with this game at least knows who they are, even if they aren't major fans, but they have a lot of fans going on here. Basically, they are obsessed with this game, and they are both well known in the community that also is obsessed with this game. And there is this convention happening in Las Vegas that is just about this game, and part of it is a tournament, and whoever wins the tournament has a shot at going into the pro circuit and playing the game professionally, which appeals to both Conrad and Alden as they're at this early 20s point in their lives where they have to make decisions about what they're going to do next and what they want to do for jobs. And playing their favorite game for a living and getting paid to travel the country sounds amazing to both of them. The two of them, though, have completely different personalities and backgrounds, and in fact, they usually clash. They are the big rivals on this channel. Everybody who watches it gets really excited to watch the two of them play because they're always butting heads. Conrad's this very cocky, trash-talking type of guy, and Alden's the one who's going to sit there quietly and just decimate you. His strategy's all planned out, and he takes no survivors, basically. He's just gonna go full into it, and his only goal is to win. And so watching the two of them is very exciting for the fandom. And they basically hate each other. They get along well enough that they can be in the same room and play with each other, but they don't hang out outside of the group or anything. But that changes when this con is upcoming, and their professor, the guy who goes by Gamer Grandpa, he says, I got you some tickets. We're going to go play in the tournament. It's for everyone in the group. And so they start off on this road trip. There's actually 5 people in the group, but it starts dwindling down until we slowly get to just Conrad and Alden finishing the journey on their own. And the more time they spend together, the more they become friends and respect each other and find out more about their relationship, find out more about each other's personalities and their histories. But also they're both gay, and they both are hey, that guy's kind of cute, and they were already attracted to the other one. And the more time they spend together, the more they become friends, the more it shifts from that into a romance. And it's really adorable. I love this. So you've got a road trip story going on in here. You've got a hate to love story. You've got a lot of cliches around stuff oh my goodness, there's only one bed. What are we going to do? It is filled with so many different tropes, but it was also just fun, and I didn't mind that it was cliche filled because I really enjoyed both these guys and the adventure that they were on and the other places they were going. They're going from New England to Las Vegas and stopping at different game stores along the way, so comic book shops and stores that specialize in this game and selling the cards for it. And so they're doing demonstrations and they're promoting Gamer Grandpa's YouTube channel along the way. So that was fun. We also do get to see the convention and what a convention for a card game is like. They do have 2 very different backgrounds. Conrad is more... So, in his hometown, which was kind of a smaller town, he was, the football hero type of jock who, was popular and got along with everybody and was, the idol of the town. But when he came out to his parents when he was in college, they cut him off, and so he is feeling very isolated. And so he loses his ride for the last year, basically, and the college is trying to help him find funding to, like, go back to school, but for, like, the last semester, he hasn't been able to take classes. He's been living in the town, relying on the generosity of a few people who are giving him a break in rent and helping him find various odd jobs. And so Conrad's constantly struggling to make it on his own. And he's also just been cut off from his family and, like, that homophobia back home. And then Alden's background is completely different. He's actually a grad student, so he's, like, 23, whereas Conrad's 21. And so he finished college and still didn't know what he wanted to do, so he started working on a graduate degree. One of his parents is a professor at the college, and the other one's like a doctor nearby. And so he's got these two moms who are very academically minded and very involved in this small town community. And so Alden feels the pressure to... Basically, his parents are pushing him to become a doctor, and since he doesn't have a better idea, he's kind of going along with that. But he's also struggling with the fact that that's maybe not necessarily what he wants to do. He's very introverted. He's very anxious. He isn't comfortable with, like, a bedside manner type of thing. Doesn't do well in a crisis. And so he's questioning, like, is doctor the right thing for me? Do I want to do something else? What are my parents going to be okay with? On top of the anxiety, there's also maybe some other neurological things that might be making him not socially adept. He's very socially awkward. And then he's also from a Jewish background, which was also kind of cool to see. So you have these two clashing personalities. That was fun. And basically the story is just about them finding themselves and what they want to do, and also finding each other and finding, like, this friend that was there the whole time, and they could have been backing each other up if they had only, like, tried to get to know each other better. It was absolutely adorable. So cute. So much fun. There are a few, like, sex scenes in it. It doesn't get too graphic, but it does have some. It is definitely more of an adult book. Like I said, new adult, like that early 20s range. So there's my review for Conventionally Yours by Annabeth Albert. I really enjoyed it. It was super cute. I ended up giving it 4 out of 5 stars. I do highly recommend this book. My one disappointment for it was that I was kind of hoping for more of, like, a Comic-Con type convention, but it was so heavily focused on this game that doesn't really exist in the real world. And even having gotten through the whole book, I'm still not exactly sure how this game is played or what the rules are. So that's a bit confusing. And then the convention was all about just this game, so the actual con part of it wasn't as exciting as some other books. Like Geekerella by Ashley Poston, and the books set around the Starfield fandom are way more like geeky Comic-Con books that I love, and this one was just, it's a con for something I'm not really into. So, and they're mostly spending their time at the con playing in this tournament also, which made, like, I was hoping for the, like, con focus and more geeks in general rather than this one very nerdy specific thing. So that's, like, the main downside, but on the whole, really enjoyed it. So, yep. Peace out. I love you guys, and keep reading. Bye.